There we go. Now it's working on YouTube. Let me just test. There it is. Okay. It's working on everything now, so we're good to go. And the spinning wheels are spinning, so hopefully we won't have any more problems. Letter A is Alea Hoth. Not in perfect condition. Does not have her blaster. But starting at a buck, can't go wrong for Alea Hoth for a doll hair. She has lots more doll hairs than one. Hello there, again. Double pop-up Obi-Wan. What's up, Robert B. Lovato? How you doing? Brian Campbell, looks good on my end. You look good on my end too, buddy. Here I am. Awesome. Now we don't have me. Nice. Alright, it looks good now. I think it's going to work. Knock on wood. Patrick Cost starts us off on Leia at 5 doll hairs. Andrea's going to start retagging everybody. Sorry, Andrea. Make you do the job twice. Hello, darkness, my old friend. There you are. Hello. Coming to you live. I hope Andrea can find it. Here, let's tag her. What do you say? You got Leia there on letter A. Spinning around. Let's do this! Still heavily pixelated? Yeah, that might be your connection. I have good Wi-Fi here, so everything's working right. Actually, I'm hardwired. But everything's working right on my end currently. As far as I can tell. Letter EI is an awesome rare German poster. I'm going to have to put a price on that. I put an invisible bid on the min-on card on letter T. There will be a min-on card on letter T. Don't you worry. Let me ask Andrea if she can find the new one. Oh, yep, there she is. Letter T is really popular. I haven't even put out anything yet, but you guys know it'll be a good one. Andrea's starting to tag everybody, so we'll be good to go here in a second. Until then, get in your bids on Leia Hoth. I think she's got a $5 bid on her already from somebody. Patrick Cost. Patrick Cost, said Leia Hoff. Hey, Brent, what up, dude? What up, dude? ICCC is coming. Is everyone ready? I'm ready. I'm getting excited. Good evening, Dan Miller. T's getting a lot of action. Sorry, Robert, we don't take change. $30 days and counting, less than a month. They're 1 month away. 30 days. Not a lot of time. All the merch and swag is getting printed up and done up. We do have the patch hunt that will be going on and the pin hunt. Those are almost all bought up. We only have the Emperor patch left for sponsorship. But it's coming along, so very exciting times. Very exciting times. Whoa, 18. Robert Lovato in the lead on secret letter T. Non-existent letter T. Eduardo Martins, what up, dude? How you doing? The VIP passes go out same time as the other passes, about 2 weeks before the show. We start sending them out, just so they don't get knocked off. Got a little secret message from Yakface himself in the VIP boxes this year. So that's cool. So you got that going for you, which is nice. Let's go. Joe's ready. All right, Andrea's done. All right, we're going to get out some more stuff here. I pulled some randos. Next one up, letter B is going to be a Wicket. He is complete. So yeah, it looks under his... Got a little chin scratch there. Let me see if I can get a better Wicket here. Because I hate to waste a staff on one that isn't dead mint, you know? Because the staffs are harder and harder to come by. Here. There you go. Perfect Wicket. Much better. Much better shape. Great paint. Very good condition Wicket. There is his hat. And there is his stick. So Wicket complete is going to be letter B. There he is. That guy's wise. Letter B. So what do you guys think? No spoilers, please. But what do you guys think about the way Mandalorian and Grogu is being released? Because, like, I would really say 50% of the people that are going to see it have seen it. Or have attended a special showing or an early preview or something. 'Cause it seems like there were 200 special showings all around the world. Next up, letter A, B, C, C. Letter C is going to be a Rancor Keeper. He's looking good. Good paint around his sides there, so he's in good shape. No yellowing. He's got his hat. Got his stick. He is complete. John Noakes doesn't care about the Mando movie. It might be alright, man. It might be good. I like the Mandalorian show, so if it's a couple episodes of that, I'm cool with it. But I think they do that now because what they want is they want all the social media influencers that, like, their job relies on giving a good review to go first. Which makes me, what is it? Trepidatious, to say the least. Boba Fett on letter D. Boba Fett. He is a Hong Kong Boba Fett. He does have the bit of the grayed out limbs, but he has really, really nice paint. I'm guessing he came off a 41 back. Oh, is that Taiwan? His belt is brown in person. It is not a black belt Hong Kong. And personally, I think black belt Hong Kong is the rarest Boba Fett regular variant there is. FYI. Just if you're hunting Boba Fett's. I think black belt Hong Kong is the toughest to get. This is not a black belt Hong Kong. This is a brown belt Hong Kong. Dang nice Boba. Great chest paint on him. Check him out. Just not a fan after season 3 and 4. Was there a season 4? Season 3 and 4 were not the best thing ever created. I'll give you that. But still, more Star Wars. I'm down. I'll watch it. Alright, letter F. Letter F is going to be a Weequay. Yeah, we're going Thursday night. I got tickets to the IMAX there. Weequay, he's got some scratches on his fingertips, but he's only a cheap figure anyway, so you'll be alright. Starting at $1, can't go wrong. It's going to be an expensive evening. Alright, and that's going to be letter F. Letter G, we're going to do a Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. This is a raised bar China Stormtrooper. As you can see by the big hump standing up on his leg there. Raised bar China Stormtrooper there. Got a touch of yellow, but still looks really good. And it is a raised bar China, and those things have been going for more and more recently. I wish I could tell what a version 5 blaster is. Letter G is a raised bar Stormtrooper. Alright, letter H is a Boba Fett. Now, this one isn't vintage. This is from the early 90s. It's a vintage it's a Mexican bootleg Boba Fett. It's 20-something years old. And it does that, which is awesome. It's made out of a very, very soft rubber. And I will include a Kaiser doll stand with it, so you can stand them up in your collection. But it is an unarticulated Mexican bootleg Boba Fett from the early 1990s. So still very old, just not from the 80s. He is bright yellow and made out of a really cool rubber, starting at $1. Letter H. And then letter I need one more figure. Short a fig. How about Sice Noodles? Just chilling on her own. Boba Boing. Yeah, Boba Boing. That's a good one for him. Sice Noodles. Still tough to get that Boba. I mean, it's not one you could buy on eBay or anything. You got to really hunt for it. No R2s yet, Brian. Like always, I am looking for more collections. I just bought a massive collection from very far away. Spent $100,000. Sorry, Andrea. But it's phenomenal. But it's mostly mint on cards. But it's a big collection. Still looking for loose complete. Loose complete. I did have a guy wrote me today for loose complete. He had some loose complete, and he wanted $30 a figure, and most of them were like Landos and Lobots. There was nothing special, no Luke or anything. So I said, no, thank you. Can't sell them for that much. I'm just selling them on Taco Tuesday because that's the way it goes. I don't need any loose. I got my complete set in mint condition, so I'm good. Hello there, Matthew Carlisle. What up, dude? All right, here's the first spinning wheels. Son of a goat. Oh, man. This has got to work, or else I'm going to, like, go crazy. There you go. That's the first rack of spinny items right there. Lobot is special. Let him cook. Actually, I do let Lobot cook. We have an exclusive Lobot sticker this year that's awesome. And that's not working, guys. So I don't know what to do. Sorry, everybody. I'm still here. You can see me in the top corner. Just having problems with this first camera. I don't know what to do, folks. Use the hammer on it. Blind bids. There you go. At least you guys are rolling with the punches. I appreciate it. Yeah, I can put up the mid-on card, Zuckus. Yeah, I tried to unplug the cam and reboot it, but that doesn't work, and that's how I lost everything last time. The thing is, if I unplug it, it doesn't work like that. Okay, give me a second. I'm getting it there. Haha! Fixed. Cool. Alright. Sorry for the hassle. Alright. Next up for M and N, we got a laser cannon, That'll be letter M. Still explodes. Thank you, Brian Campbell. Yeah, it is tough reconfiguring video and doing all that live. It's very stressful. Nice land speeder. Boop. Clean. Looks good. Let's see if the wheels still work. Boop. Yep. Still works. Good one. It's letter N as in Nancy. There you go. You can see him. Oh, 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 oh. There. All right, let's find you. All right, for letter O, we are going to do a speeder bike. It is almost complete. It is missing one flap. It's missing one flap. Burp, 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 burp. Missing that one. Otherwise, it is complete. Just missing one flap. That is letter O as in olive. And letter P is going to be a TIE fighter, but I have misplaced the little guy that goes in it. There he is. There's Darth Vader. Goes in the back of the TIE there. Die-cast TIE fighter. Complete. It's got a little gangster lean to it. You'll have to straighten it out, but looks good like that. All right, there you go. Now for crazy letter E, let's grab something cool. Luke soap. Oh, the die cast is wing pegs, yes. Wicket maybe having a Letty staff. Oh, that is. That is a Letty staff. Hold on. What did I just do with that other wicket? Because maybe even though it's got a little scratch here and there. Whoa, my sombrero is knocking things off the counter. Got a lot of glitches tonight, folks. A lot of glitches. Alright, we're going to change up the wicket because this is a Lily Letty wicket and this is a Lily Letty staff. So instead of the dead mint one, you are going to get the one with a couple scratches because it's way better. But this is a Lily Letty wicket. No CO on the back. With a Lily Letty staff. And, let me check. And it's a Lily Letty hat. So this is a 100% complete Lily Letty wicket. That's what we're changing it to. Andrea, if you could update the post. Can't give away a Lily Letty staff with a Kenner one. Good catch, guys. I appreciate it. And that way we get the right figure with it. So there you go. Wicket, letter B, is a Lily Letty wicket now. Here's the pegs on that TIE fighter. And that's the peg that needs a little squish down. But good job. I appreciate it. At least the right things with the right thing. I do have a snow speeder. It does not have a harpoon, but there you go, Luke Soap. Luke Skywalker, the bravest of all warriors in the rebellion. Pfft, not true. Once a farm boy in the desert world of Tatooine, now he meets his own spaceship, mans his own spaceship, fighting the Imperial forces wherever he finds them. That's why he's so great at cleaning up dirt and grime. Lather up with Luke and feel like a hero yourself. There you go, starting off at a buck. Letter E. Good job, Aaron. I appreciate it, buddy. Well, he is my lawyer for the nonprofit, so that's what he's supposed to do. Keep me from making mistakes, right? So good job, Aaron. I appreciate you, man. All right, now you want some men on cards, yeah, I suppose? Let's start it off with YODA Yoda. This is a brown snake Yoda. He is unpunched. No cracks in the bubble. Got the tiniest dent right there. Probably pop it out. Almost popped out completely, but look, it does pop out, so you can get that dent out if you mess with it a little. Very nice, fully sealed bubble. Things are falling over behind me, I can hear them. Unpunched, brown snake Yoda. And his sticker is, I don't know, it doesn't say what the sticker is from, but there you go. Unpunched Yoda. Comes in a star case, brown snake Yoda. Starting at a buck, I'm sure Yoda will take care of himself. He's a popular figure. And he's going to be letter S. Letter S. Letter T is going to be a 4-lom. This is an unpunched 4-lom with an Anakin offer. Yeah, you can see the wheels, but I'm showing the cards right now, so let me get these 3 cards up and I'll show you all the wheels. Four-lom, no cracks in his bubble. No dents or anything. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but no dents or nothing. Man, those things keep falling over behind me. It's crazy. Tough night tonight. Unpunched 4-lom. He'll start at a buck as well. That is a 77 back 4-lom. Anakin offer. Son of a gun, man. I'm the land speeder. N is the land speeder. Figures. Craziness. This is a really expensive card and it's really hard to get, so I guess I don't know, I don't want to put a reserve on it, but I don't want you guys to just buy it for 80 bucks, you know what I mean? So let me look it up real quick, see what they sell for on eBay, and that's what we'll go off of on this one, because this is a really rare card that isn't like a Luke or something, so most people don't know it's that rare, but it's really hard to find. eBay.com, because it's a 48 back. $639, $410. 630, 619. Let me check out that 410 and see if it's damaged or something. Yeah, it's got a messed up bubble. So the 410 one has a messed up bubble. Let's do 450. We'll start it at. That way it's $200 cheaper than all the ones on eBay. We'll start it off at 450. It is a 48 back revenge offer Zuckus. And his bubble is great. No dings, no dents, no scratches, no cracks, no nothing. And the one on eBay has a crack in the bubble. That's $400. So we're going to start this one at 450. You still get a killer deal. It is a revenge card, yep. So it's worth probably 600, 650 bucks. But we're going to start it off here at 450. That's a good place to start. And that's going to be letter U. You get a better deal on it than anywhere else, starting at 450. And then somebody wanted a land speeder. I got one right here. Or a snow speeder, rather. Nice, very clean snow speeder. It does not have a tow cable. No harpoon and tow cable, but nice, clean snow speeder. I know your first words are going to be, does it work? So let me check. Snow speeders never work. Design flaw as far as I'm concerned. Let's check it out. There we go. Kenny Bannigan knows that's a rare card. Thanks, buddy. I hate putting starting prices on stuff, but weird stuff like that you got to. Or else you just get creamed. Man, and why did C batteries, why are they so hard to fit in a darn snow speeder? What is that about? Come on, man. This is the craziest stuff falling apart live show I've ever done. This is insane, by the way, from my side, if you're wondering. It is not sounding, no sound from the snow speeder right here, but you can, we could try the battery trick. Got a light. Give it a little whack. It wants to turn over. Hold on. Gotta jump start it. Well, I made light and sound work, but... There you go. So once it's been jump started, it's alright. Man, you cannot get these batteries in or out of this darn machine. You can always tell on my desk what the snow speeder batteries are because they always look like this when I'm done. Not enough room in a snow speeder battery compartment. But there you go. Just needed a little bit of a jump start. It's good to go. So it's a nice snow speeder. Starting at $1, letter Z. And here's all the cameras for you. Sorry that took so long for me to get back to all the cameras. But we're good to go now. And look at that. We have a live auction going and it only took us an hour. Sorry, everyone. But if you think that was stressful on your side, you should try being on this side doing it live. So if you have any questions about anything, please ask me. Happy to show you. But there you go. We got spinning wheels everywhere. The sombrero is making my neck break because I've had it on for so long. And take that off. Oh, that's heaven. Alrighty. It looks like letter S, we only have 125 on. Now that's a brown snake Yoda, folks. Come on. That's what? $350, $400 card right there? Come on, folks. Even Forlom mannequin offer, I think that's a couple $100 card. Z does not have the harpoon and tow cable. No, it does not. Letter E is the Luke X-Wing soap. It's Luke X-Wing soap. So it's Luke. Yeah, folks, Brown Snake Yoda. Somebody bid $350, please. You'll still get a killer deal. I mean, no broken bubble or anything. It's only at $125 right now, which is insane. It's a Brown Snake Yoda. And the Forlom mannequin offer, let me see what that's worth. So I think it's significantly more than $80. Yoda is letter S. Letter S is Yoda. And he's cheap. Yeah, 77 back Forlom is worth $200, folks. If you look at sold listings on eBay. Just so you're aware. Still cheap. What is letter H? Letter H is a Boba Fett from the 90s. He is not from the 80s. He's a Mexican bootleg, soft rubber. Super cheap at 25 bucks. I mean, I don't think you could find it for 100 bucks anywhere. There we go. Finally getting a couple bids on Yoda. I mean, it's like giving away a free Yoda right now still. Or at least we're getting some bids. That Forlom is cheap. It's at 65 bucks. It seems to be a $200 card if you go look at eBay sold auctions. Zuckuss is also cheap, only at 450 bucks with Mr. Kenny Bannigan. That's a tough to find Zuckuss. 48 back revenge offer Zuckuss. Oh, and I didn't even show you. Here. What do you think? Sorry. Keep talking amongst yourselves. I need this camera, which is video capture device. Later, Mike. Drive safe. Thank you. Okay. That's what I was trying to show you, Massey Michael, when I realized the camera wasn't working right. Alright, letter EI is the Krieg des Stern original Star Wars poster. We're starting this off at 250 bucks. I know the cheapest one on eBay is 400 bucks. It is the German first release A New Hope poster. It's the original authentic German release. It was folded. That's just the way they came. So that one is rare as heck, and we're starting it off at 250. If you turn around and flip it immediately, I know for a fact you'd be able to make 100 bucks. So we're starting it off at 250, letter EI. Here's everything that's currently spinning. We only got 25 on that snow speeder, and we even got the sound to work, so, and lights. So that's a cheap snow speeder, even without the harpoon and tow cable. It's cheap. Anything special about the D Boba? No, he's in good condition. His limbs are a bit lighter. I would say he's from a 45 back. But he's got great chest paint. But he's just a Hong Kong Boba Fett. Letter G is a raised bar China Stormtrooper. Letter H, I can't believe how cheap that Boba's going. I should have just kept it. But it is modern, so I get it. Well, modern, it's 25 years old. Star Wars is funny like that. We call so much stuff modern that in any other collectible world, it's vintage. But still, definitely worth way more than $30 if anybody's keen on a rubber Boba Fett. It's a steal right now. And YouTube seems to be lagging like crazy tonight. I'm looking over at the YouTube video and it's still on me doing the Luke soap. So I don't know what's going on tonight, folks. Doing our best. Still bringing you awesome deals and awesome items. Dan Miller. Yeah, the exclusive figure for ICCC 2026. There will be 50 made. They are a collaboration with Steven Radizak, who made it last year, and Freddie Thoman, the Kenner sculptor. And he's been very, very involved. And it's a mashup between two awesome movies. You're going to love it. And the announcement will be coming out soon within the next week. I'm just waiting on the write-up from Steven. But yeah, it's coming along really cool. We got a prototype made. It's really freaking awesome. You're gonna dig it. There's only gonna be 50 this year though, because it's such an involved figure and it's so difficult to make. So we're not gonna. I think we had 100 or 150 of the ones last year, but there's only gonna be 50 of this one this year. So get in line early for the exclusive for sure. The store sticker on Yoda, I can't really tell, man. It's just like a clearance sticker. It doesn't really say anything. Kind of looks sort of kind of like Child World, but not. It just says comparable to, and it says our price. And it's EF7121270. It doesn't have a store name on the sticker. There you go. No store name on there, so I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the Child World stickers, but I don't know. But the color scheme looks like Child World. Steven is great. Awesome artist, man. And just wait till you see the mashup that Freddie Thoman and Steven Radizak came up with. It's really, really amazing. It looks freaking awesome. I can't wait to get mine. But yeah, that's going to be, what, our 8th exclusive figure or something like that? Something crazy? 7th, 8th? I don't know. I have them all. They're displayed in my room. In my bonus room, my Star Wars room. Kenny Bannigan, you're going to get a steal on that Forlom, bro. Or Zuckus, rather. But that's alright. You're a good dude. Well, that thing's just going to sneak through there at 450. It's a beaut. H is a steal. That Boba Fett, that rubber Boba Fett is a steal. Mexican bootleg. Chuck George with a bit on T. Aaron Schallender takes over on N at 18 bucks. Good deal. Nice land speeder. No cracks in the glass. Can't believe how cheap land speeders are going for when I know that glass is worth 25 bucks. That German Star Wars poster is beautiful and really rare. Please go look it up. It's a killer deal at $250. If anybody's thinking about it, go look it up. You'll see it's a killer deal at $250. It's a rare poster. But I've run out of super cheap regular posters to put up there, so I figured I'd just pop up a big timey poster and see what happens. Brian Campbell takes back over on T. Still got a lot of wiggle room in T from the looks of eBay sold auctions. I'm looking forward to ICCC as much as the multiple Disney trips I take. I'm excited, bro. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. It's such an awesome time, man. It's a family reunion of our collectible community once a year. It's a beautiful thing. There's more vintage toys than anywhere I've ever seen in my life, by far. Especially once you factor in room sales. It's insane. And it's wonderful, man. But I'm very excited going over the last stuff with somebody's here. And I'm not going to answer the door, so they're going to get over it. Sure, it's like a door-to-door salesperson. Let me write, Chad. It's the only con I could say I'm around my own people. That's true, man. I mean, dude, I've gone to a lot of conventions, and you never see old school toy collectors at conventions. That's because they usually don't have old school toys. They're full of pops. But ICCC does. I'll be in Cancun. That's terrible. Get a direct flight from Cancun to Nashville. You'll be good. Sorry, bro. C-3PO looking figurine. The yellow one, it's a Boba Fett. This is a Mexican bootleg Boba Fett, 25 years old. It's from the early 90s. And it's made out of a really soft rubber, and the arms are separate, and the legs are separate, which is really cool. But it's a really soft rubber. New roof. Haha, fooled you. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody did ring the doorbell. I think that's what you meant, Jeff. If you didn't, tell me and I'll show you. After 27 in LA, we'll be looking to hit ICCC in 28 if it's still happening. That'll be our 10-year anniversary. I don't see why we wouldn't be still hopping. Yeah, we do have a direct flight from Cancun, for sure, right to the Nashville International Airport. We're going to have a good one for next year. It's 50 years of Star Wars. It'll be a good convention. You know what I wish? I wish somebody would go to Celebration, like Cynthia's saying there. I wish somebody would go to Celebration, and somebody would go to ICCC and do a video blog of the differences and what the cost difference is. I think that would be an awesome video that I would love to see. And what the experience difference is. I put up a post the other day. I said, if you're looking to hang out with your friends in the community, come to ICCC. We have tons of it. That's what we focus on. If you're looking to be 800 people away from Harrison Ford as he stands on a stage for 30 seconds, go to Celebration, because we will not have that. Yeah, LA is going to crush everybody on costs. LA, not even just LA, the hotels are $500 a night. They don't come with free breakfast or free drinks. The tickets are astronomical if you could even get one. God forbid you got to buy an aftermarket. You're going to get creamed. And everything on site is ridiculously expensive. You know they charge like $50 for their t-shirts? It's just a t-shirt. There are way too many people at Celebration. I did see them put up a post where they said there were 100,000 people waiting in the line in order to buy tickets. And it's like, well, how many tickets you sell then? Because you could still get single days up to a couple days ago. So they sell 100,000 tickets to that thing? If they sell 100,000 tickets to that thing and the venue can hold 60,000, of course it's packed. It's people stacked on top of people. But they don't care. They're trying to jam as many in the lifeboat as they can. I wish I thought of that last celebration. Had been 6 celebrations and soon 4 ICCCs. I'm telling you, I'd rather do ICCC for the rest of my life than go to another celebration. Sure enough, man. Yeah, and we got a bar in the lobby, and that bar even gives you 2 free drinks at night if you're staying in the host hotel. If you're not staying in the host hotel and there's still rooms, I don't know if there are or not, but you can check. You should definitely get the host hotel. The breakfast is the best in any hotel. And, they sold out in one day, everything. Yeah, well, there you go. 100,000 people in line waiting to buy tickets. So that'll happen. But the breakfast is the best. Breakfast buffet plus omelet bar. And then at nighttime, during happy hour, you get 2 free drinks. I get why they chose LA, but Chicago is so much better location. Chicago's all right. I don't know. Chicago's not my favorite place in the world, but it's all right. It is a better venue. They chose LA because they don't have to pay for anybody's flights or hotels. They don't have to pay for anything. For any of the guest stars or any of the Lucasfilm people or anything. I would do my con in LA. I'd save at least $50,000 a year. Book that bad boy day one. Yeah, it's even better to like buy the hotel day one than buying the tickets. Because the hotel is just phenomenal. It makes it so much better. What month will ICCC be next year? I don't know yet, brother. I usually release that after the con, about a month after the con happens. 2 mixed drinks or draft drinks? I think they're both. I don't think it's top shelf or anything, but I think you could get like a vodka tonic for sure. $50 for a t-shirt. Yeah, it's just too much, man. But people pay it, so charge it, I guess. I don't know. I could never, and I'll tell you right now, I don't care if ICCC is 20 years in and 8 million people come every year. I can't be charging $50 for a t-shirt. That's just wrong. Certain things that are wrong. Phew, free drinks helps because Millers normally take care of round 1 for our friends at ICCC. Well, there you go, Dan. You can take care of round 3 now, buddy. Woo! Party time. All right, are we going to get any more stuff on the snow speeder here? We got a snow speeder. It's only currently at $25. And just the glass on that snow speeder is worth $25. So, if anybody wants to get in on that, it's a nice, clean snow speeder. Just missing the harpoon and tow cable. Only $25. It's cheap. $50 a shirt for college gear these days. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah, Yankees too. Forget about it. You buy a Yankees t-shirt even from like a third-party supplier and it's still $50. So maybe I'm just living in the past. I don't know. But it is highway robbery. It's a t-shirt. Ha! Drama Pappy. And see, there goes Aaron, ruining it for everybody. Yeah, do it, brother. The more of us that can talk about it, the better. Because the thing is, Here's the difference. Okay? Let's just do it real quick. Celebration, it was what? $165 for a ticket, $169. We're not even going to count VIPs, which they sold 1,000 of minimal. But $169 a ticket times 100,000 tickets sold. That's $16.9 million. That's before VIP that they sold 1,000 times $1,020, which is another $10 million. So $29 million they made in half a day. Okay? When you go to Celebration, I want you to look and see if they spent any more money than I spend on ICCC. Because if you really look at it, you got to figure they get all the guest stars for free from Lucasfilm. They come for free. They don't have to pay massive guarantees like mom and pop conventions do. So all their guest stars are free. All the guest stars live in LA, so that means no flights. All the other stuff, I mean, food, drink, whatever, they overcharge so much that there's massive margin in it. They're making more money off the merch and the food and drinks. Our merch is better. Our badges are better. We have live shows. We have all the same stuff as Celebration, right? But they make $29 million in a day, right? Of that $29 million, they still only spend what I spend, which is like 600, 700 grand, right? To throw a show of that scale. Because if you think about it, they don't have any more programming than we do. They don't have any more stuff than we do. They have the same exact kind of stuff. Granted, they have high-end guest stars like Mark Hamill and Rosario Dawson and blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you what, man, if you're contractually obligated by Lucasfilm to show up for free, that doesn't hurt them at all. So they take that $29 million and they go buy office tables for Reed Pop and airplanes and stuff like that. I take every single penny that you guys buy ICCC tickets and I put it into the show, which makes a better show, better merch, better stuff, better props, better exciting spinning circus folk, better events at night, room sales, which they would never allow in a billion years. If you've ever done room sales at Celebration, they bust them up within 15 minutes because it's a money loser for them. So they take that $29 million and they go buy their cedar coffee tables or rainforest wood coffee tables, and I take way less than the 700 grand I spend, and I try to offset some of my costs. I've never made a penny off of ICCC, not yet. Hopefully one day we'll have 20,000 people that show up, and then I could actually make $5 and do something better. But every single penny that ICCC makes goes directly into ICCC. If Celebration put every single penny they make into making one Celebration, just imagine what a $29 million show would look like instead of a $700,000 show. But it also means that they're taking home $28.3 million every Celebration. And I'm never going to be able to compete because for some reason, Star Wars fans are desperate to go to Celebration to go watch 30-second commercials of whatever Lucasfilm is doing next. It is the highest target demographic paying to watch advertisement thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not trying to bash it. It's a fun show. There's lots of people there. Cool stuff happens at Celebration. But nonetheless, not $29 or $28.3 million more worth of stuff happens at Celebration than happens at ICCC. At all. And I'll go toe-to-toe with that Pepsi challenge any day. But that's the reason why a family of four going to Celebration, not going VIP, just going regular, is going to cost you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, which is crazy. Come to ICCC, bring a bucket of toys, sell them at the room sales, it costs you nothing. I'd much rather that be the way. Best room sale I went to was IC room sale at Celebration Chicago. I had to rent a whole specific separate place in order to pull that room sale off at Celebration. They were none too pleased, by the way. But it was a private event that I paid for the rooms, so they couldn't do anything about it. But they were not psyched. Yeah, Andrea will send you some flyers in your next box, bro, for sure. The more people that talk about it, the more people will come. The more people that come, the more money I can spend on it. And the more people that come, I'd stop losing money. I don't care about losing money because what happens, can't take it with you. We don't have kids. And at the end of every single ICCC, when I lose money, I go to Andrea and I say, Andrea, I just lost 50 grand, 80 grand, 130 grand. The highest one was $390,000 I lost, which was a big mistake. But whatever, you can't go backwards. But every single time, Andrea has said, because I say, we probably shouldn't do it again. It's not making any money. It's a bad business, blah, 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 blah. And she says, it is not a business. It's you making people happy. And that's much more important than money. So, thank you to my lovely wife for being so understanding, even though I have hemorrhaged hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years making a fun convention for my friends. But yes, if we could get like a bunch of people through the door, 10,000 people through the door, man, I'd break even. That'd be nice. So yes, tell your friends, please. Yes, clear bubbles on Zuckus and Forlom both. Yoda's got a little tint to him. Yeah, and they still charge $500 for an autograph photo for sure. Yeah. Yeah, after Celebration 5, that's what I heard, that it turned into a big corporate show. But that's when it got bought by Reed Pop, man. I mean, that's like the Dallas Cowboys buying your convention. Of course it's going to get corporate. But also, here's my thing that drives me nuts. Also, if you're going to sell 100,000 tickets, why not get a venue that could hold 100,000 people? You can certainly afford it. And they always do it on Easter weekend because they are the cheapest. Well, you know what? I don't want to be that guy. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. But you want to rent any venue on the planet for the cheapest you could possibly rent it? Get it Easter weekend. Because nobody rents a venue Easter weekend, so it's practically free. They shave every nickel and dime off of your experience because they know it'll sell out immediately. Thanks, Jan Noakes. I appreciate it, man. 3 friends is great, and hopefully your 3 friends bring 3 more next year. That's what we're going for, brother. Yeah, big thank you to Andrea. Andrea is the crazy person that allows this to happen. Every single year. And I mean, I like things. I could have a rocket firing... I could have 3 rocket firing Boba Fett's by now if I just never threw an ICCC. But think of all the memories and all the wonderful things that have happened at ICCC that would not exist. So, whatever. Can't take it with you, and what the heck am I going to do with 3 rocket firing Boba Fett's? Would have liked to keep enough cheddar to grab 1, though. But no, if you want to be, 800 people away from Harrison Ford for 30 seconds, I will not be able to provide that for you. But if you want to hang out with your friends, I promise you, you will have the best time at ICCC. It is like a sleepover from when we were kids, except with all your Star Wars buddies. It's cool, man. I'm hoping to go some way. I just have to justify the time and money. I would love to meet everyone. Well, time I can't give you back, but the money thing, man, bring the bin that's in the corner of every collector's room of stuff that you bought that you don't want and sell it. And you will make your money back for coming to ICCC. Sell it at the room sales. I know people that do that every year, and they're like, man, I came and I wasn't expecting to make any money, and I made like $8,000. It's like you made $8,000 and you got to enjoy a convention the whole weekend. That's a good day. And unlike other conventions, I don't care if you make money. I agree with all those things, John. I can't say them on a live video because I don't want the mouse to sue me into oblivion, but I do agree with you. Yeah, dude, you better be rocking Star Wars pajamas to the last sales. Do it up, dude. That's the best part about having the venue attached to the hotel. You can just, like, walk downstairs in your jammies. You know what? The lady who played April O'Neil, she was walking around in a onesie last year at night for the room sales. She had her little footy pajamas and everything. It was hilarious. Alright, let me run down everything, and then I'm going to call some stuff, and we'll get out new stuff. First up is Leia Hoth, leather A at Patrick Cost, $5. Letter B is a Lily Letty Wicket complete. He's at $100. Letter C is a Rancor Keeper complete. He's at $20. Letter D is a Boba Fett Hong Kong complete. He's at $45. He's in nice condition for $45. Letter E is Luke X-Wing soap, $10. Letter F is a Weequay complete at $10. Letter G is a Stormtrooper raised bar China complete at $40. Letter H is a soft rubber Mexican bootleg Boba Fett 90s at $30. Letter I is Psy Snoodles at $15. Letter M is a Radar Laser Cannon at $10. Letter N is a Land Speeder complete at $22. Letter O is a speeder bike missing one flap, only at $10. That's way too cheap. I mean, it does have both the handlebars and one flap and stuff like that. I mean, it's got $40 worth of parts on it. And it's only at $10. So if you want to get in on a dirt cheap speeder bike, do it on O. I think you can get that other flap for $15. Then you got a TIE Fighter diecast complete at $15. Then we got letter S is a Yoda 79 back at $340. We got letter T is at $134 Law Mannequin offer. Letter U is a Zuckus 48 back Minon card revenge offer. Letter Z is at $35 and it's a snow speeder, just missing the harpoon and tow cable. And then letter EI is the poster with a starting bid of $250, and I'll show you that poster again. And Chad's here already, and I haven't called a single thing. I had so many technical issues. What's up, buddy? Krieg die Sterne. Sounds very German. All right, folks. I'm going to go on my break because it's been crazy. Chad's going to take over for a minute, and Chad is going to call. I don't know. What do you want to call? Call letter E and then pick out something for letter E from down there. You like letter E? Okay. It's a weird one. All right, folks. Sorry for all the delays tonight, but we're rolling now. And here comes Chad.
What's up? Hi guys. Snow speeder lights and sound work. I don't know. I don't know if he tested it or not. He'll be back in 5 minutes. He'll tell you if it works or not. I'm not sure. Or if Andrea might know. But he'll test it for you if you want to know if he hasn't tested it yet. Oh yeah, I said lights and sound work on the snow speeder, just missing the tow cable and harpoon. There you go. So let's see. Yeah, so he must have tested it already. Hey Dan, what's going on, man? Alright, I think I was supposed to call letter E. Which one is letter? Oh, the soap. Oh, cool. Looks like S and G and Z are all getting bids. All right. So letter E is that soap over there. Let's see if we can get the camera on it. That's the Luke soap. Oh. Too dark. The Luke soap on letter E. So last call on that. I'm going to get something else out. Close up of S. Okay. 1 second. Where's S? The Yoda. We'll do this close up of the Yoda, and then I'll get back to that letter E. Here we go. Oh, here, let me take it out of the case for you. Let's see here. Looks like the bubbles look yellowed, but it's no cracks, no dents. I don't see any dents or anything in it. Where's that paper? Here. If I can get this to focus better. Is there any? Oh, there's a tiny right here. Oh. So, tiny dent in the bubble. There you go. You can see that. See it? Here. Any other particular part you want to see close up? Yeah, so there's that dent in the bubble. That good, Seth, or do you want another something particular on the card that you want to look at? Well, there you go. That's the letter S. The Yoda. All right, let's get back to that soap that we're going to call. All right, last call on letter E, which is that soap, the Luke soap. Let's call sold on E. All right, the Luke soap is sold. You should be extra clean by next week. All right, we need a new letter E.
all of the boxes too.
Everything under here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And we got a Java soap. Shampoo. Cool. Going up on letter E is the Java shampoo. What?
Unused.
Unused.
Full of shampoo.
There's actually shampoo that you can wash. Well, that's on you if you want to wash your hair with it. If you want to smell like Java, I guess. Does anyone know what Java smells like? Because what if he smells amazing? Then the shampoo is worth even more. But there you go, the Java shampoo. Still got the plastic wrap around it. I don't know if you need to see that, but there you go. Letter E. Smell like Java. And that's glued to the thing, so.
You can sit it on the stand. It'll
Well, kind of. Well. Yeah. It's not ideal.
Put your hold it. I've sold it before.
Well, hold it, but now he's just like. He's not. Like, you can't tell what. It's like face down.
No, put the flat side down. Yeah.
It's just too big, I think.
Well, you could take that little thing for E. Put them right in front of the spinning wheel.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at the big brain on this one.
Hey, my first rodeo.
Can you guys see the? Well, not really. There you go. Java shampoo, letter E. Get clean. And smell like Java. Uh-oh, hope I made you smile, Kenny. He said, Chaz got jokes tonight.
Smell like Java.
Yeah, smell like Java. I'm going to smell like Java at the con. I'm going to figure out a way to smell like Java at ICC con. But don't come up to me and smell me. Because I'm kind of just kidding. All right, you good?
Yeah. Because I'm kind of just kidding.
Have fun tonight, guys. See you guys soon, hopefully, at the con.
All right, I'm back. Let's start calling stuff. We're going to start off on letter A, and we're going to roll down the list. So I get you out a bunch of new stuff. If you want to get in any bids on these, do it now or forever hold your peace. All right, letter A, Leia going for $5, going once, twice, 3 times, sold. Patrick Cost. Next up, the Lily Letty Wicket complete going for Mr. Stubblefield. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Nice little Letty Wicket right there. Rancor Keeper just got a new bid. Boba Fett Hong Kong complete just got a new bid. Weequay complete, we're going to call for Dion Notes at $10. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Weequay. Next up is that Raised Bar Stormtrooper, but he just got a new bid, so I guess we're going to call the Yellow Soft Rubber Boba Fett Darren Escobar, when you get this one home, you tell me if you got a good deal or not, because it's a great deal. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Rubbery Boba. Rubbery Boba. Alright, next up we got Size Noodles. Letter I going $15 to Mr. Challenger. Going once, going twice, going thrice for Aaron. Alright, and we got a bunch of new bids on the next ones. TIE Fighter diecast complete. I could sell because that doesn't have any new bids right now. Letter P. Going once, going twice, going thrice for Aaron. And the other ones are still getting bids there, so we're going to give it a minute and we're going to get you out some new loose complete figures. There's everything currently spinning. Size Noodles, Rubber Boba Fett, Weequay. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those. So I need 5 figures. Okay. Letter A is going to be a Paplu. He is missing his stick, but he does have his hood. Really nice condition on that Paplu there. Starting at $1. Letter A, last 17 in your programs, #1 in your heart. Does not have his staff. Letter B is going to be a Endor Rebel Soldier complete. Very nice condition on him. Good paint. Very nice paint, actually. And good color. He's got his blaster. There you go. He's going to be letter D. I'm lying to you. He's going to be letter B. B as in boy. B as in boy. Endor Rebel Soldier. Then letter F is going to be a Luke X-Wing pilot. Very, very nice condition, actually. Look at him. Super nice Luke X-Wing pilot. Really nice condition. Great emblems. Even his tush isn't scraped. Very nice. Really, really nice Luke X-Wing there. And he's going to be letter F. Really nice Luke X-Wing. And then a Hoth Rebel Soldier is going to be H. He is complete. Good paint. He's got good paint on him there. He'll be letter H, as in Harry. Hoth Rebel Soldier, as in Hoth. Letter H, as in Hoth. And then letter, I think I, is going to be a Hong Kong Stormtrooper. Pretty nice condition. A little bit of scraping on his fingertips, but nice and white. Little tinge to him, but not bad at all. And he does come complete with his blaster. So that's a regular Hong Kong Stormtrooper. The other Stormtrooper that's out there is a Raised Bar China. Hopefully that won't be confusing them being on the same wheel. And the speeder bike is letter P. We're going to put this guy out on the letter O. It's in great condition. I mean, I don't think I've ever really seen one of these in that bad a condition, but it's got all its stickers. Everything still clicks that should. Speeder bike is letter O. Alright, then letter P. Sorry, baby. Alrighty, let's get over here and check in on the min on cards, how they doing. Alright, we're going to get you out 3 new min on cards there, so I'm going to call these. The first one is Yoda with the brown snake going for Mr. Conover for $4.55. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter S, Yoda, Y-O-D-A, Yoda. Oh, Yoda just got another bid, so it's still live. Let's move on to the Forlom Anakin offer. It's at $130 for Mr. Brian Campbell. That's a steal of a deal right there. Letter T, going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter T is sold to Brian Campbell. Alrighty, and then let's do letter U, Kenny Bannigan. You lucked out, buddy. Nobody else paid any attention to that, Zuckus. You got a killer deal. Going once, going twice, going thrice, $4.50. So that's always a tough one to sell on a live auction or something. Very few people know how difficult that is to get. Yes, sir, you did win the Leia Hoth. Yeah, $5. Good deal. Alright, we're going to pull down those two. Yoda's still spinning. Forlom and Zuckus are gonzo. Alright, got 2 new ones for you here. Letter T is going to be an ERG, Emperor's Royal Guard here. He's a 77 back ERG. Perfect bubble, no cracks, no breaks, no nothing. No dents. Very, very nice. Perfect bubble. Pretty darn good card. It does have a crease here. Toys R Us sticker. 77 back ERG, starting at $1. Can't go wrong with that. It's going to be letter T there. T is in Tom is the ERG. And then letter U we're going to have to look up on eBay because it's a 31 back Chewbacca, and I don't even know how much those are going for off the top of my head, so let's find out. $31 back. Yoda is at $4.55 with Mr. Conover with you. $31 back A, $5.25, $8.75. Those are the only two listed on eBay. So let's do the cheaper one. We'll do $500. We'll start this one out. This is a 31 back Chewbacca. Very, very nice. Starting at 500 bones. Absolutely beautiful. No cracks, no breaks, no dents on the bubble. A little wobbly of a seal right here, but that's just a factory issue. But very, very nice bubble. Crystal clear. That's a 31 back. So you can tell it's 31 looking quick. Doesn't have a Yoda. Yodas are 32. That's the easiest, quickest way to tell a 31 and a 32. Look for Yoda. And these were a very short run because they were between A New Hope and Empire. So they were released for less than a year at 31 backs. So if you're ever wondering why 31 backs are rare, there you go. So that one's going to start at 500 bones, and that's going to be letter U. Crystal clear bubble on that 31 back Chewbacca. All right, folks, and here's everything spinning right now. I'm going to call that Snow Speeder, even though I'm sure it's not at a high enough price, but whatever. I want the big wheel back so I can put out big items. All right, Snow Speeder going for Mr. Krieger. Going once, going twice, going thrice at $45. Sold, letter Z. Now there's Chewbacca's on eBay that are like $800, so $500 is a good deal on that for sure. Snow Speeder is sold. All right, let's get you out something else for letter Z. Something cool. How about a Slave One? Boba Fett's ship, Slave One. This one's good. The only sticker that has any issue at all is that sticker. But all the other ones are there and nice. It's got the ramp. It's got everything with it. Carbonite. Carbonite's got all the stickers on it. Nice Slave One, starting at $1. There you go. Can't go wrong for a doll hair. Does letter M have all the stickers? Letter M has one sticker. How many stickers is it supposed to have? If it's supposed to have more than one sticker, then no, it does not. If it's supposed to have one sticker, then yes, it does. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the sticker number on the radar laser cannons there. Yeah, Noak start us off on the Slave One at $5 hairs. Jason Red takes over at $10 hairs. $10 complete Slave One. That's a good deal. Brett Lancaster needs a Slave One. 50 bones. How's the paint on F? Ridiculously nice. I'm going to show them to you again because it is that good. Check them out. Even his butt is nice. You know, Luke X-Wing's butt always is scratched because that's how you put him in an X-Wing, you know? So it looks like this particular Luke has never flown an X-Wing or a snowspeeder before. Really nice paint on that Luke, though. All right, let's call that Yoda, and I'll get you out another min on card there. Yoda going to Mr. Sean Conover, 455. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. 5 stickers on a mini Rig Radar laser cannon, and it definitely does not have all the stickers. I don't know where the heck you'd put 5 stickers on that thing. Doesn't look like they'd fit. But I believe you. But yeah, it definitely does not have all the stickers then. Alright, let's get you out a new min on card here. Yoda is done. Dunzo. You know what? Let's let another Yoda spin for a little while. This is the Power of the Force Yoda. This is what's known as the top 5 of the Power of the Force line. The top 5 hardest ones to get. Yoda is one of them. This one does have a cracked bubble, but a very tiny crack in the bubble. Figure cannot be removed. This is very, very, very small crack right there. I'll get it so you can see it. Right there by his toe, you see it? Very small crack, but still it's there. A little bit of a wave to the card for sure. But otherwise, very good condition. Figure cannot be removed. It has no chance of falling out of there or anything like that. I'm going to start that off at $1,000 because it's really, 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 really hard to get. Tiniest little crack right there. I definitely think it's worth easily $1,800, but I'm going to start it off at $1,000 tonight. So we got something cool. It does have some kind of writing right there. It's just pencil. It's just a number. But those are the reasons why I'm willing to start it so cheap. So starting at $1,000, Power of the Force Yoda. And there you go. What are the other top 5? The other top 5 for Power of the Force are Nikto, because his head spikes on the Power of the Force card tend to break through the top of his bubble. So he's very, very hard to get. I did the whole Power of the Force line years ago once. The other one is Yak Face. The other one is Anakin. And the other one is Nikto, Anakin, Yak Face, Gamorrean Guard. So those are the top 5. The 5 hardest to get Power of the Force cards are in order: Anakin, Yak Face, Nikto, Gamorrean Guard, or no, Yoda, then Gamorrean Guard. So that's the top 5. Ooh, AT-AT Driver. Yeah, do you think AT-AT Driver beats out Gamorrean Guard? Yeah, probably. You're right. I don't know. AT-AT Driver would be number 6 if it's not number 5, because that one is a freaking hassle. I'll tell you, it took me forever to get my AT-AT Driver. But Gammy is a tough one too, because his bubble's so heavy and he's so heavy. His figure's so heavy. And the Power of the Force bubbles are just legendarily fragile. Yeah, by $1,000. Alright, so yeah, that makes sense. So then it goes AT-AT Driver, then Gammy. I'm down 4. Power of the Force. I picked up a beautiful bubble Power of the Force Yoda for $2,000. That is a steal, brother. With a great bubble, that's a steal, man. I paid $6,000 for my Power of the Force Yoda. And that was 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But it has a perfect bubble, too. It's perfect. Unpunched and everything. But yes, you got a killer deal on that one, dude. I would have bought that even if I didn't need it. The bubble has a little tiny crack in the bottom corner of it. Here, I'll show you again. but the figure can't be removed, and it's not nearly as cracked as most Power of the Force Yoda bubbles. They usually have tons of cracks. This one has like, here, I'll show you. Little teeny tiny here. Right there. So, less than 1/4 of an inch crack. Right there, you see where the paper can go in? So less than 1/4 of an inch crack, otherwise great bubble. Great card, and only $1,000 starting bid, so cheap for what it is. It's cheap. My buddy Tommy was with me to verify what I paid. He couldn't believe I got it for that price. Yeah, $2,000 for one without a broken bubble is insane, dude. Insane. That would be like, that's insane. That's insane. I paid $6 or $65 or something like that for mine. And I thought I got a good deal at the time. I did. I seen Yoda's go $7,500. So I was like, yeah, baby. Finally got a no crack bubble. And Nikto, people don't realize, but I think Nikto is the hardest one personally. It was the hardest one for me to get without a cracked bubble. And it's just his darn spikes on the top of his head go right through the top of that bubble like butter. Or blah, blah. Go through the top of the bubble like butter. Any chance we could see the Hoth Micro World? Yeah, dude, when I sell the Slave one, I'll put it up. But the Slave one's only at $50, and that did have a $100 price tag on it because I bought it from my buddy's toy store, Nick Smith McCombs. So I'd like to get a little bit higher on the Slave one because $50 is not how much a Slave one costs. Wow, everything's falling at once, guys. It's crazy world here. And don't forget this poster's here, if anybody's keen on it. Starting off at $250. It is the original one. And if you go look on eBay, there aren't any that are under $350. Massey Michael knows a good one when he sees it. There you go, buddy. Thank you, Massey Michael. In the lead on Power of the Force Yoda there. Nictor goes for 4K. I know where one was for sale for 3K, but I really didn't want to have it shipped. Have to take a trip to Dallas to get it. There you go. Yeah, dude, you do not want to ship a Nikto, man. Dude, I shipped my Nikto from Australia. And I was like, bro, wrap saran wrap around that thing and, like, make sure it's packed really good because it's going to break. Because any kind of shock, that's what people don't think, but these, when they're, the cards, when they break, when the figures break out of the bubble, it's usually because they drop the box and then that shock travels through, and whatever the weight of the figure is keeps moving and stops when it hits the bubble. So Nikto, those darn spikes, man, crack right through. It's, you know what else? Power of the Force Chewbacca, man. There's so many Chewbaccas that pop out of their bubble. I had an AFA 81 that I had to replace that he popped out of the bubble on shipping in the AFA case, which is always a bummer. But it tends to be heavy figures with points or, like, I don't know, Chewbacca's head's kind of like pointy somewhat. PSD from my rec, and I don't need that extra anxiety. Yeah, dude, for sure. I have a picture of it up there somewhere, dude. And I got in one box from Australia, I got a Power of the Force Yak Face, Power of the Force Anakin, and Power of the Force Nikto. In one box, dude. Imagine if that box got squished. Oh my god. It was crazy. Because it was like, I don't know, $30,000 worth of stuff in a box. And you know me, I was like, put a freaking $50 value on that. Because I don't want to pay import duties. But yeah, that was a big Star Wars roll the dice right there. I'll tell you that much, man. I was nervous. I can't lie. But I bought it from a buddy in Australia, so it was, you know, it's fine. He packed it really, really, really good. But still, I was nervous. I was checking the tracking on that like every three hours, dude. Yeah, that box, oh my god. That box was insane. Yak, Anakin, and Nikto in one box, dude. I guess that's part of the fun about buying this stuff, you know? Sometimes you're like, oh my god, please make it. Main screen view of the Slave 1. You got it, buddy. There you go. Bam. It's got all the stickers on the Carbonite. The only sticker on the Slave 1 that's missing is the one that's up here. It has all the other ones on the sides. That's why I love your live shows, the stories. Yeah, man, I'll tell you stories all day long, buddy. I love stories. Story time is fun. But even though Yak is super expensive, I don't think he's the most rare, because at one point I had 4 of them. 4 Power of the Force Yak faces. But I think it's just the aura of the Yak face that people think it's so rare. Because it's the rarest, you know, for production ones. Well, not the rarest production figure. But you know what I mean. It's a tough Menon card to get a Yak face, for sure. But I did have 4 at once. I got a picture of it somewhere. It was really freaking cool looking. That's like Top Toys Stormtroopers. I kept buying them until I had like 8 or 10. But it made a really cool picture. I love Top Toys. Correct. It is not a black belt boba. It is a regular Hong Kong boba. His belt does look dark, but it is not a black belt. And as I was saying before, I think the black belt Hong Kong Boba Fett is the most rare variant of Boba Fett's. Even though it doesn't control the kind of price that like a blue painted helm would, I think it's harder to get than a blue painted helm, because I've had 20, 30 blue painted helms in my lifetime. I've only had 3 black belt Hong Kongs, and I have lots of Boba Fett's. Black belt Hong Kong Boba Fett. Yeah, definitely always look. If it's a black belt Hong Kong Boba Fett, grab it. Eventually it's going to be... people are going to figure out how rare it is. I just have a really large, I guess, test base of Boba Fett's. So that's why I could tell it's rare. Because they don't come up. It's an incorrect paint mix. I think it's a factory error, to tell you the truth, not even a real variant. Because it's so rare. Black belt boba. Black belt Hong Kong boba. Most of the Taiwan ones are black belt. There are brown belt Taiwans, but those are way less rare than a black belt Hong Kong for sure. Even though they are rare in themselves, a brown belt Taiwan boba is pretty darn rare. How's the condition on the land speeder? The land speeder's nice, man. No cracks in the windows, no breaks, no nothing. Good window. It's got the sticker in there. Everything still works. Got 25 on the Jabba soap. Jabba the Hutt soap. A is cheap, $15 for a Paplu even without the stick. B is cheap, $12 for a complete, really nice condition Endor Rebel Soldier. Even the Rancor Keeper's kind of cheap. I mean, his stick is $25. That Luke is definitely cheap. He has way too nice a paint for $35. Because that's a hard figure to get good paint on. There we go. Massey Michael takes over on Paplu at $16. I think a naked Paplu is worth like $65, right? Or something like that. Paplu is cheap. We got no bids on that 31 back Chewbacca. If people want to think about it, start thinking now because I'm going to pull it down and put something else up. Starting bids only $500. They go for upwards of $8. It is a 31 back Chewbacca. Very nice card, very nice bubble. Something to think on. Letter U. Has no bids, and I'm going to pull it down soon. Put up something else. And that Power of the Force Yoda is a steal at $1,000. I know it's crazy because it's $1,000, but it's a steal for what it is. Is N the cleanest land speeder known? Pix looks amazing. It's really clean. I don't think it's the cleanest one ever. Certainly not. I've seen some dead mint ones before. But it's really nice. It's a nice land speeder, for sure. Alright, I'm going to pull down Chewbacca and I'm going to get you up something different. Nobody likes a Wookiee, I guess. Now this one I tried to start at $1,000 last week. Nobody bit. But it's worth way more than $1,000. It's worth like $1,800. So I'm gonna put it up there for $750, which is stupid cheap. It's a 21 back Luke Skywalker. He's absolutely perfect. His bubble is perfect except for a very, very tiny crack right in the stem right there, right in the bottom part of the stem. Right there. Crack is only in the stem. And it looks perfect. Unpunched, great card, great bubble, crystal clear. And it is a 21 back Luke. I'm going to start him off at $750. He's easily worth $1,500 blindfolded. I'm starting him off that low just because nobody bit when I started him off at $1,000 last week. And what am I going to do? Keep him forever? I don't even like Luke Skywalker. That's a 21 back Luke Skywalker starting off at $750. Go to your eBays, go to your Star Wars tracker, and look up what that thing is worth. And you will know it is a killer deal. Killer deal. All right, let's go over here to the Slave 1. So I can get my big wheel back. If anybody wants to get in on the Slave 1, do it now. Peter Jaglio is in the lead on the Slave 1. And we're going to call it, he is at $80. He's in the lead. I'm going to call it for $80. That's cheap Slave 1. complete. Going once, going twice, going thrice for Peter. Sold. Darren Oscavari takes a leap on Luke Skywalker at 750 on letter U. It's a good deal, Darren. You know. He's cheap. And the slave one is sold. There you go. $80. Good deal. Congrats, bud. There you go. Your first Taco Tuesday, and you got an $80 complete slave one. That's a good day. All right, the big wheel. You wanted the what? Micro? How do I get that out of there? Hoth World Action Playsets. This is the big micro playset. Now, I thought it was sealed, but it is not. The tape has peeled in 3 places. I'm going to open it up and see if it's ever been played with or if the tape just popped. No, the tape just popped from being old. Or maybe not, because that tape popped too. It's got all the cardboard inserts. The instructions. Another insert with the Wampa Cave. Here's the figures. Those are probably still taped to the insert. Yeah, figures are still taped to the insert, so never been used. Now we're gonna get this back in there. There you go. Still sealed. Unused sticker sheet, insert number 1. Insert number 2 that has the Probot in there. So there's the Probot. There's still more. It's a huge playset for a micro playset. And this box is hard to get out. Almost there. There's more figures in the turret part. It also has the shield generators, stickers, and everything. That's never been opened. You could tell. So there you go. It's as nice as it gets. And that's the big Hoth base that has all the Hoth stuff together. It's a really nice big one. We're going to start it at $1 because I'm stupid. There you go. $1. It's worth a lot more than $1. I'm prepared to offer full sticker price. $14.90 back in the 80s. That's a lot of money. With inflation, Nick Grooms? That's a heck of a piece. Starting at $1. And just so you know, I will complain when it's at like $8. Just because I can't help it. The land speeder's in very nice condition. I've showed it a few times. I could show it again. No cracks in the windows. Stickers in there. Wheels still work. There you go, Nick Grooms. We got a bunch of bidders. It's already at 50. You're going to have to get back in there, Nick. Hoth World is letter Z. Letter Z. Right there. It's a nice land speeder for sure. The original sticker price on that Hoth playset was $37.99, so got that going for it. At 21 back, Luke's only at $750. That's a steal. Yoda's only at $1,000. That's a steal. $100 for letter T. What's letter T? ERG 77 back. All right, fair enough. Still $10 or $20. $10. I don't know. $10, I guess, Fife. You could throw $10 on him. I am having video problems out the wazoo tonight here, folks. It does keep freezing, dear. It's OBS. I'm just having problems tonight. Don't know why. Trying to keep it together. Test, Sean Conover, I could see you. I can still see your comments. We're just still having video issues from the beginning. It's just been a squirrely night. Squirrely night. All right, let's call it letter E. That Jabba thought it was me. Z is a Child World sticker. I don't know. I can tell you when it spins around. Lots of the stuff I got recently was Child World, so you must have bought most of his stuff from there. Yes, correct. It is a Child World Children's Palace sticker. Right here. Child's World Children's Palace. S is cheap. U is cheap. T is kind of cheap. But S is cheap. And U is cheap. Where was Child World? Or Child's World? Because I've never seen one when I was growing up. So definitely not the northeast part of the United States. Midwest? I know some people collect Child's World stickers exclusively. But I don't recall it. We did not have one near me. Illinois. Alright, that makes sense. Like a Maynard's. I never had a Maynard's either when I was a kid. It's the biggest supermarket I ever gone in, though. It's huge. Columbus, Ohio. One my parents took me was in Wayne, New Jersey. Yeah, see, that's up there. Almost near me. Bids over $100 must be a minimum of $5 more, and it could be as a maximum of whatever you want. And over $200, it must be a minimum of $10 or more. Remember it in Ohio? There you go. And let me know if you want to see anything, folks. Especially the men on cards. Happy to show them again and increase their price a little bit. Could use more than one bidder. That's the problem. When there's only one bidder, it doesn't go anywhere. The Yoda's a steal. And Luke is a steal. Both those are steals. And the ERG is a good deal. Good deal, steal, and steal. That's what's going on the mocks. And letter A, Paplu is a freaking steal too at 21 bucks. That's cheap. Zeri, Venture, Children's Palace, Child's World, McDade's. Service merchandise we had. All the rest of the ones we didn't have. What's TRU? True? We didn't have that either. The only one I recognize off your list from being a kid was service merchandise. And that was cool. That's where like stuff came out on the conveyor belt. That was a fun place. Best deal is an $11 Stormtrooper. That's cheap. His blaster's worth more than that. Well, Aaron just picked up on that. Ah, Toys R Us. Got it. Yeah, $11 Stormtrooper is cheap. Just buy the blaster, throw out the Stormtrooper, and you still made yourself 15 bucks. Yeah, the conveyor belt was cool, dude. It was like there was a secret Indiana Jones warehouse in the back of that thing. It'd spit you out whatever you order. Ah, work event. Trying to catch up. There you go. Well, good thing you saw it. $11 Stormtrooper's too dang cheap. So good job. $25 Stormtrooper complete is still a really good deal. If there's anybody out there that would like to get in on that Luke or that Yoda, I'd appreciate a second binner. Won't lie. I know it's kind of the deep part of the pool, but still. They're cheap. Yeah, of course, Stacy. I'll show you the ERG. Let me get my reaching stick. I don't know on mobile. Maybe somebody else could answer that for you. There's the ERG. Pretty darn nice ERG. Good bubble, no cracks, no dents, no nothing. Only little thing is there is a crease there. You can see it. Might catch it in the light. But it's a nice ERG for sure. I'm getting good with my reaching stick. You better watch out, man. I dropped Pringles off my desk during lunch the other day, and I was able to just snatch them right up. It's freaking great. Oh, yeah. Go on YouTube, bud. That's how you could do it. Here. Here's the YouTube link. It allows you to zoom. Good night, Down Noakes. Have a great night, buddy. All right, we're going to call Jabba the Hutt on letter E there. This fellow. He is the shampoo. We'll get you out something else for letter E. Jabba the Hutt going for 35 bucks to Mr. Conover. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Jabba shampoo. Jabba shampoo. Jabba shampoo. All right, letter E. Classic. Remember that one? Video game cartridge from Parker Brothers for Atari. Hoth Imperial walkers are approaching the Rebels' power generator on the ice planet Hoth. Unless you can prevent them, they'll blow up the entire Rebel base. There's still time, so blast off in your snowspeeder and try to destroy the Imperial walkers with a barrage of missiles. It'll take all your skills as a pilot and all your daring as a rebel. And it's still got the game in there, and it's perfect. That's actually a really nice piece. So the original Atari game, Empire Strikes Back Atari game, is going to be letter E, starting at $1. That's a really nice piece right there. Nice. What if we don't want to give all of our daring? Well, then you're not going to win. That's the way the game is, Aaron. If you're only going to give half of your daring, then you're not going to win the game. You have to give all of your daring to stop the AT-ATs. If you don't give all of your daring, then all you're going to do is get your co-pilot killed and crash like Luke. I still to this day says Star Wars would have turned out the exact same way without Luke Skywalker. R2 could have done everything he did without his meat bag with him. That game's in really good shape, and it's all together with the box and everything. That's really nice. I would expect it still works just from the way the label is. I mean, it looks perfect condition, like nobody's ever shoved it in an Atari. Yes, if you give 65% of your daring, Aaron, you're going to get the whole Rebel base destroyed, bro. Just for the record, on that Hoth playset, these are what they go for on eBay. And these are all open as well. So just so you know, that Hoth playset is about half price right now. And mine actually has all the inserts, whereas this one doesn't. This one just has the big top insert. And it's missing that bottom box. So just so you're aware, that Hoth playset is cheap. There you go, Fife. Getting in on Yoda. Y-O-D-A Yoda. Massey Michael, you got a competitor for Yoda. But yeah, this thing's only at $335, and the same exact one on eBay, actually missing boxes from the inserts that I have, $6.99. So that's cheaper than half price right now, if anybody's keen on that. I should have put a starting bid on it. But I didn't, so... Currently, somebody's going to get that for $335 instead of $699, which is the market value. FYI, for a lesser condition one. Market value for a lesser condition one is $699. And Fife is in the lead on that Yoda. Power of the Force Yoda there. I should have never looked up that Hoth World playset on eBay. Now I feel bad. Because it's like cheaper than half price. Let me know if you want to see anything, folks. All right, it's 7:49, so I'm going to run through everything one more time for you, just so you know the prices and stuff. We're going to start off here. Letter A is a Paplu. With no stick, he's only at $23. Steal of a deal. Letter B is an Endor Rebel Soldier complete at $20. Letter C is a Rancor Keeper complete at $21. Letter D is a Boba Fett Hong Kong complete at $48. Letter E is a Star Wars ESB Atari game with box and insert at $50. $55 with Jason McKee. Letter F is a Luke X-Wing complete, very nice condition for Mr. Lars Hausman. Letter G, Cynthia Fairgate's in the lead on that Raised Bar China Stormtrooper. ICCC tickets get shipped about 2 weeks before. We used to ship them earlier, but people started knocking them off and making paper copies and sneaking in with them, so we don't do that anymore. You'll start seeing them about 2 weeks before the show, but you'll definitely get them before the show. I already have them in hand, so they're already here. And it says what it'll be there under my fingers. But you can't see that yet. Letter F is Luke X-Wing Complete. It's at $40 with Lars Houseman. Letter G is the Stormtrooper Azebar China. Cynthia Fairgate's in the lead. Letter H is the Hoth Rebel Soldier Complete at $15 from Mr. Stubblefield. Letter I is the Hong Kong Stormtrooper Complete for $28. Letter M is the Radar Laser Cannon for $17. Letter N is that nice land speeder for $70. Letter O is the speeder bike missing a flat for $20. Steal of a deal there. Letter P is the AST5 mini rig. And that one is $15 for Mr. Krieger. Letter S is the Power of the Force Yoda. Currently, Scott Pfeiffer's in the lead at $1,015. Letter T is an ERG 77 back min on card. It is at $100 with Mr. Kenny Bannigan. Letter U is at $750. It is Luke Skywalker 21 back min on card. Mr. Darren Oscovare is in the lead. And letter Z is $335. It's a Hoth World micro playset complete with box inserts, catalogs, and unused sticker sheets. And it is currently less than half of market value, just so you know. This is cheap. Like, if you just do it by percentages, this is less than half price. Massey Michael takes over on the Yoda at $1,025, which is still a killer deal on that Yoda. So Fife, you'd have to get back in there. $1,025 is the top bid currently. This is a steal. If anybody out there has any interest in a Hoth World action playset in this type of condition, and you don't buy it for $335, you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't spend like $340 on it, or $350, or whatever you got to do. $350, $335, $345. But if you ever have an interest in that at all, that is way cheaper than you're ever going to find one in that condition. Nick Groom's in the lead, $345. Mahoth action playset. It's a steal, dude, for sure. Darren Oscovari hops in there. Actually, Darren, you'd have to come up to $355 because Nick Groom's just bid. So you'd have to be at $355 to take over. It's got to be $10 over $200. Fife takes over on that Power of the Force Yoda. So it's back to you, Massey Michael, or anybody else that wants to get in there. Steal of a deal on that Power of the Force Yoda. It's a rare card. Getting some action on that Hoth World action playset. Still an unbelievably cheap deal. Is E sealed? No, E is not sealed. E is open, but it's really nice. Open box. Here, I'll show it to you again. But it's really nice, and the game is like cherry. Boop. One or two players. That's kind of neat, actually. Control your joystick to make your snowspeeder turn on a dime and rapid fire your missiles. When your snowspeeder is damaged, land in the valley for a quick repair. Cool. Sears Roebuck. Nice box. Good condition. And the video game's great condition in there. Massey Michael takes over on E. 60 bones. All right, folks, we got 6 minutes left, and then I'm going to call everything on there. So bid, 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 bid. If you want to get a bid in on any of these deals, especially the deals that are killer deals right now, you do not want to miss out because you were just slow on the trigger. For example, I'm about to call a Paplu with no stick for $25 right now. So if you want to get in on that. All right, Mr. Polk, you're going to get that Paplu for 25 doll hairs, letter A. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. It's good deal. Next up, Endor Rebel Soldier complete. At 20 bucks, going to Mr. Ramirez. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter B is sold. All right, next up, Raincore Keeper complete. Going for 21 bucks to Mr. Massey Michael. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. It's a good deal, Massey Michael. 21 bucks on a Raincore Keeper. What's the condition on S? S has a tiny, tiny crack at the bottom. The bottom left by the foot. Here, I'll show it to you. It's an expensive piece. But it's a steal of a deal where it's at right now. Nice bubble and stuff. It's got a little teeny tiny crack right here. Very small. I'd say less than a 1/4 inch on that crack. You can see it right there. Teeny tiny crack. Nothing can be removed. Fully sealed. Steal of a deal. I mean, that's an $1,800 card all day long. Little teeny tiny crack. And I'm sure if you've seen Power of the Force Yodas, those things are usually way cracked. Like shattered. And that one is not. Teeny tiny crack. All right, next up, Hong Kong Boba Fett complete for Mr. Brian Walsh, going for 48 bones, going once, going twice, going thrice. The Atari game just got a bid. Luke X-Wing just got a bid. We're going to go on to the Stormtrooper Raise Bar Stormtrooper for Cynthia Fairgate, going for 44 bucks. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. It's Mrs. Fairgate. Next up, Mr. Stubblefield. You snuck that one in, buddy. 15 bones. Hoth Rebel Soldier complete. Nice condition. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Oh, Brent Riggs. We just got a new bid on that Hoth Rebel Soldier, so that one's still alive. Radar Laser Cannon is next. Aaron Schallender at 17 bucks. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Massey Michael takes over on letter S at 1,050. Somebody's going to be crying about that Power of the Force Yoda. You don't want to miss out on that one. You will not see that deal again anywhere. All right, land speeder for Mr. Calhoun. Going once, going twice, going thrice. So, Fife, it's up to you if you want to get in on that Yoda, buddy. We got new bids on the speeder bike, the mini rig, the Yoda Power of the Force. I guess now, next up is the ERG. Kenny Bannigan, you're going to get that for $100, buddy. Good deal. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Kenny Bannigan. Fife takes over on the Yoda at 1,060. Massey Michael, it is your option. Darren Oscavare, dude. I think you got the steal of the deal of the night. 21 back, Luke Skywalker. $750. Going once, going twice, going thrice. And that Hoth World micro playset's only at $385, which is less than half price. I'm going to take down what's already sold. And then you guys can keep bidding on the things that are still up until I get these packaged up. And then I'm going to call the things that are still up. So, bid early, bid often. That's definitely the name of the game here on Taco Tuesday. Brian Stubblefield, you did get outbid on your Hoth Rebel Soldier there, bud. If you still want him, you got to bid again. Luke X-Wing is still alive. Massey Michael takes back over on the Yoda at 1,075. Up to you, Fife. I looked up the sticker placements on the cannon, and there should be stickers on the base at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions with 2 on either side of the middle part. Cool. Not sure where the 6 goes. That's why we have the countdown timer, Brian, because the hammer goes down and then the countdown timer goes down, and if somebody bids before the countdown timer is at 0, it still counts because we have to account for lag. Nobody's watching it actually truly live. There's a 15-second lag minimum. So that's why we have the countdown timer and all that. So it is still live, and it is at $16, brother. Sorry. But yeah, the hammer, because you see it at a different speed than other people that are watching the same feed. That's just a Facebook thing. It's just a live video thing, actually. It happens on everywhere. We're going to call a speeder bike in the AST5. Speeder bike going for $22 to Mr. Bill Polk. Letter O, going once, going twice, going thrice. Fife's out on S, so we'll call that in a second here. You got a good deal, Massey Michael. Congrats, buddy. He's a steal of a deal. Thanks for understanding, Brian. I appreciate it. AST5 is next. $20, Mr. Krieger, going to take it down. Going once, going twice, going thrice. We're going to call that Power of the Force Yoda for Mr. Massey Michael there at $1,075. Steal of a deal, brother. Congrats. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Oh, you didn't nitpick at all, Brian. Always say what's on your mind, man. I'd rather everybody understand than anybody feel like they got banged up or anything, man. I'm more than happy to always explain stuff like that. Don't worry about it, brother. At all. Alright, those are done. Alright, letter I is the Hong Kong Stormtrooper complete. Going to Matthew Michael for 30 bones. Going once, going twice. Arthur Liu, you waited too long, buddy. And it went for so cheap. I love you, but it's gone. Sorry. Going once, going twice, going thrice on the Hong Kong Stormtrooper. Oh, and it's worth so much more. I wish you were bidding, Arthur Liu. I am so bummed that your bid came in after. Nothing against you, Matthew Michael, but it's definitely too cheap, brother. Alright, next up, Atari game, $60 for Matthew Michael. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Alright, next up, Luke X-Wing complete. Going to Sean Conover. Very nice condition, Luke X-Wing complete there. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Thanks, Arthur. Have a good night, buddy. Next up, Mr. Christian's going to take home that Hoth World Micro playset for dirt cheap. Congratulations, brother. Going once, going twice, going thrice. And last but not least, Mr. Stubblefield, you hung on to it. Letter H at 20 bones. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Some amazing deals tonight, folks. Make sure to tune in next Taco Tuesday and every Taco Tuesday thereafter for unbelievably amazing deals on vintage Star Wars toys. All right. And as always, I want to say thank you very much for watching Taco Tuesday. Remember, it only takes 3 simple things to be a great member of the Imperial Commissary. You got to teach, you got to learn, and you got to grow this hobby that we all love so much. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful Taco Tuesday. And I hope you have a wonderful week to come. I will see you at ICCC. But before then, I will see you at the next Taco Tuesday. Good night.